right. All right. So, hi everybody. Welcome to the Workday 2022 R1 release event. And today we are going to be talking about some really interesting features for benefits. And a little bit about me. I am a lead solution consultant here at Theatre Every, and I hold the following Workday certifications. Few webinar practicalities. Kindly share your questions to us via chat. You can request for the session recording after a few days of the event, and please feel free to make some notes on the PDFs printouts that you may have. And the usual safe harbor statement from Workday. And yeah, so this release features that they are not many, but I feel that they are really impactful, and these have been brought in while keeping the employee and the benefit admin's work in mind. So I feel that it's going to make everyone's life much more easier and make Workday come out as a better benefits product. So let's look at the first one, being the benefit election support. So this release, Workday is helping the employees make better decisions while selecting the healthcare plans. So please do keep in mind that this feature is only restricted to healthcare plans as of now, but as we will go forward, we will see this being brought in for the other kind of plans as well. So what we need to do from a config standpoint, we can edit the benefit plan, and we will see a new section, expanded plan details section. We are allowed to add in some additional information in a text box, and Workday also provides us with a grid where we can configure some plan details and coverage options. And also we are also provided with custom labels that can also be overridden by several Workday options. So we will take a look at how this looks in the tenant. So I'm going to edit one of the benefit plans that I have already put in some information for. Yeah, so for this one, this is a healthcare plan, medical plan. And we see right above benefits, rates and eligibility section, we have a new section now, expanded plan details. And we can see now Workday has provided some information here on how this section needs to be used. It is not to be used for rates and eligibilities. Configure the benefit plan link in the external benefit plan description section and the carrier URL, all of these things. And this is the additional information text box. Some formatting options also provided here. And if we see this grid, we can see, I'm just going to show you, this is the display order and then expanded plan details. Based on the type of medical plan that you have different options available. So there are some custom labels or things like coverage, dental implants, and so on. For medical, we have, again, some options, some very specific to our US clients, and then some of the other medical options here. And again, for vision, some very specific vision plans related options as well. So for this one, like we can see, we can provide coverage details in network, out of network, any coverage detail type, so percentage, and this can also be overridden. Similarly, I've added here multiple options. And as you can see, there is a benefits custom label also that we can actually then use via the maintain custom labels task. So let's take a look at what it would look like while we are enrolling an employee in this plan and how it would be helpful in making a decision. So for Logan, I already have a benefit event in progress. And so this is the plan. If we go on manage here, if we click on the plan, this is what would be displayed. So as we see now, there are different rates based on the coverage targets the employee can see. And it will not be like after they select the plan and then they continue that they would see based on the coverage targets what amount they have to pay. But just by clicking on the plan now, they are able to decide based on their coverage targets, whether they want to put in as a family or employee. They can make the decision. They can see what amounts they have to pay. This is that additional information text which is available. And then the grid information that we had set up in network, and then we have put in the override value, which is being displayed. Then medical labs, this thing can be customized. And then these are the things. So you will notice that the plan description and the provider website. So this is not something new. This used to be there and on the benefit plan, just that now it's being pulled into this this pop-up. So I personally feel this is really helpful. Like the user can click on these plans and then see which one is best for them based on the information that has been provided here. So just one thing to note, the maintain custom labels task for the benefit custom labels that we saw, as of now, it does not support the benefits portion, but they would soon be putting it in. So as of today, I had checked that the benefit labels are not available. So hopefully by the time it comes in production, we should have them there. Now going back to our demo, so some of the additional considerations, as we talked before, there are some custom labels that can be configured via the maintain custom labels task. And then we can like override, let's say we want to override the value drug, and it can be overwritten using this particular task. So in a nutshell, what is changing? Workday now gives us the ability to add additional information to the healthcare plan setup. What you need to do is configure the extended benefit plan details, and then the employees can view and compare these details while they are enrolling in the plans. If you do not do anything, the healthcare rates that we saw and the external links and the provider website, these things would still be displayed, but the expanded plan details would not appear. So anyway, any which way, even if you have not configured the expanded plan details section, if you click on the plan, you would still see the healthcare rate types and the provider website links. All right. So last feature was very helpful for the employees, and now this one being very helpful for the benefit administrators, the ability to hide benefit plans. So if in case there are any plans in your organization that are not being used, Workday now allows us to mark this plan as do not use. There are some additional considerations where we will talk about that. But definitely, I think this feature would help in reducing any manual tasks, and it'll just reduce the clutter that we would generally see in the different benefit setup menus. So what we need to do, very simple, edit the benefit plan that you need to mark as DNU, and there is a new checkbox. We will see that how it looks like. Jumping into the tenant, let me edit a benefit plan. Okay, and please note that this change is effective dated. So let's say this one. And Workday is giving us a really nice bubble there to tell us about what this function, what this checkbox will do. It's going to hide these plans from the various benefit plan tasks. So things like edit benefit plan year definition, maintain benefit defaults, benefit groups, all these tasks we would not be able to see this plan. So let's mark it as do not use. And say OK. So see that how do not use has now been appended to the plan name. OK. And I also wanted to show you how this will look in the benefit plans report. So this report is the master report of all our benefit plans that we have in the system. And see now how we have this new column added, benefit plan currently do not use. And if we say yes, we should now be able to see the plans we just inactivated. And maybe I can show you the benefit plan task. Note here that there is this additional menu item added, all benefit plans marked do not use, where you can find your this should have been here. You should be able to see this one. I see. So based on the effective date, it will pop up the options. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to show you is on the edit deduction task. Okay. So for example, if we will see this here in the deductions, we have the benefit plan being used, but this is under the non-effective dated section. So in case we have any plans which are being marked as do not use as of a future date, so feel free to append something like plan not in use as of in the benefit plan name, so that people should not mistakenly select a plan which would be marked as do not use in the near future. So this is just a suggestion because this prompt is a non-effective dated prompt. So something to be mindful of when we are configuring this. Okay, let's go back to our slides. So a couple of points that we should keep in mind. DNU plan will not appear in the search prompts, but as we saw that we have this new menu option, all benefit plans marked do not use. We should be able to find the plan there. And then the benefit plan is also excluded in these tasks and business processes. Yes, another thing, selecting the do not use checkbox has no impact on the status of the plan. It means that the plan would still be available in the enrollment events. So we would have to actually go into our benefit plan year definition to remove the plan from there. And then when we see the plan should not be available. We can see it here. Yes, so see our plan, the one that we marked as do not use, it's still appearing here. So be mindful of removing this plan from here, and easy to see because do not use is appended now. And we can just simply remove it and save our definition. So to summarize what is changing, we can now hide the benefit plans that are not in use and clear all the clutter and unrequired information. What we need to do, very simple, just check on the do not use checkbox, be careful of the effective date. And if you do not do anything, you would still continue to see any benefit plans that you're not using in your system. So yes, the roadmap. I really thought that the roadmap that Workday has, thought about, it's really wholesome from the employee and the employer point of view. Given that the last couple of years, the entire workforce landscape has changed. There are some really big challenges for the employers, such as retaining talent. And then the expectation of the employees have really changed. There's been a generational shift in what they are expecting out of their employers now. And then because of all of these, the pressure is now on the employer to portray the real value of total rewards and not just the compensation in silos or benefits in silos. Compensation and benefits as total rewards has to come together to manage these challenges. So based on this thought process, the roadmap is now based on, the themes of providing insights, making Workday more agile, and providing, great experience for the employer and the employee so that they can communicate the real value of their total rewards. So we'll take a look at what is on the list, what we can expect to see in the coming releases. So we have already seen the decision support in motion, and we would see some more decision support features coming in the enrollment events. This will also be extended to other type of benefit plans. And another thing that I'm really excited about is the benefits and pay hub, which is basically this screen. And this is going to replace the benefits worklets. Let me show you what the benefit worklet looks like right now. It's this versus this. So I am really looking forward to this new benefits and pay hub where the organizations can set up the right information that their users should see and make their life easier for them. So this is going to be replacing the benefits worklet, and yeah, and Workday has already started inviting customers to test this out and use it and give them some feedback so they can bring in more enhancements. Yes, that's what I had for the benefits today. Just checking back with Jacob if there are any questions. Meanwhile, please feel free to give us feedback using this QR code.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Priya. That was a great presentation, and there was just a question that popped up. So the data section there, can that be loaded via the EIPs?
Yes, the expanded plan details section that can be loaded, and Workday is providing us with 2 web services. Actually, maybe I can show you one of the templates that I was exploring myself. And this is what it's going to look like. The web service is called Benefit Plan Expanded Details, and you can provide the plan ID. This is what I have extracted from the system. This is for the same plan that we had seen. So you can provide the effective date, the additional information, and the same sections which are there. So I think this will also make life easier for the implementers and benefit admins in case they want to move from one tenant to another. So yes, this would definitely be helpful.